YouTube. Welcome to another one of my unrelated videos today. Today, this one forgets all of the viewpoints that I've made earlier. Forget all of that. We're gonna cover this thing called weight loss and about meat for that matter. Alright? Obviously, if I've offended anyone in my last videos, I do very much apologize for that. Even if it's meant, I know I do absolutely mean my videos in a constructive manner, but I know it can still be misunderstood. So I do apologize if anyone is still offended very much. Now, let's cover on to the dilemma of weight loss. Alright, so as of all of you young men, young women watching this right now, obviously for the ones that don't know yet, weight loss simply losing weight, losing fat, but simply moreover on the topic of it's not about weight loss when it comes to people that are overweight. Rather, it's about fat loss for that matter, fat loss and muscle building and calorie deficits. Now, I'm not going to cover into some of those topics. We're going to cover on my topics and how it could change my social dynamics for that matter. What I'm going to talk about right here is that yes, Chad, I do absolutely need to make the audience know that yes, I am a little bit overweight. I do absolutely need to drop down a few pounds for that matter. But what I'm really questioning here is the indirect placebo effect of me losing weight. So obviously, indirectly speaking, me being a big person for that matter, it does reduce the amount of social interactions that I have, both good and bad. It does filter out superficial interactions where someone really cares about appearance, obviously for that. But for good interactions, it can also create some sort of cognitive dissonance for that matter. So what I'm raising is a dilemma here. Well, once I get thin and lose weight, there are a lot of things that could happen to me. Obviously, there will be a lot of people out there that will definitely question, how did I lose weight? How did I manage to lower down my weight for that matter? I'm going to answer that after I've lost a few pounds, dropped out a few pounds, and look as a person that I want to. But the thing is, right here, when it comes to confidence and losing weight, I think the confidence when you come from losing weight and having to fit into this societal mode, I think it's kind of ridiculous because the type of confidence that you get now that people might quote unquote accept you or that you fit into this mode as a fit person, I think that's unrealistic. And when it comes to my own values of autonomy, I think that confidence should come way before weight loss. Well, before that ever happens, so I think it's important to have confidence. Even right now, it might be difficult right now for a lot of people, and for me too. But ultimately, confidence that comes from inner values, confidence that comes from being yourself, even if you're a big person or not, is far more important, and it's going to outlast that type of confidence when you lose weight and now fit into this type of societal mode as a fit person or big person. Obviously, I don't want to undermine weight loss. Obviously, in weight loss, you do have a lot of reduced risks of cancer, heart problems, and all of that. Obviously, yes, that type of confidence that type of confidence that comes from that obviously cannot be undermined. I'm talking about the confidence that you get now that you fit into this social mode or that you fit into that social mode, as the fact that you're thin now. Obviously, that type of confidence will never last. That's why for me, I want to have my confidence now that I believe in my own values of neutrality and my own values of my own personality that I have before I get thin. Because the dilemma here that happens is that I might end up attracting the wrong types of women. And now that I am a thinner person, say in the future, this could attract people. Yes, I absolutely understand that there are a lot of other people out there too. But then again, this dilemma here is that this indirectly, as me being a thin person, attracts the wrong people. Is because if I attract a person or a partner that's based off of superficiality, that relationship isn't gonna last. If I attract a friend that is here simply because of my superficiality and the fact that I'm simply talking about my own weight loss, that friendship won't last either. All right, that type of relationship, friendship, it's not going to last. Any friendship that's based off of superficiality will not last at all. And that's the dilemma here because even though I do want to get thin, all right, number one, I definitely want to get thin because once I become a father, I cannot I don't want to have as much body fat as I have right now. Obviously, when it comes to me one day being a father, one day becoming an adult, obviously for that. And there's a big reason between getting thin for people, losing weight for people, or losing weight for yourself, losing weight for your future self. I'm going to talk about that in the future video. But in this case right here, it's a dilemma because you do end up attracting people who do value superficiality. In this case, in the future, once I become thin, there will be people that have ulterior motives. There will be people that are here based for other reasons. And that's the problem with weight loss here, is that it's an indirect placebo effect. Yes, it does not mean that I should not pull everyone away because I'm a thin person that all the way in the future. It does not mean that. Even in the high school dynamic too, where there's a lot of conformity, I will not push people away, obviously. I will not be doing any of that because that's definitely, it's wrong to do it for that matter. Rather, it's about uh filtering out the people that care for superficiality and bringing in the people that genuinely truly care about you. And that's the thing here, is that this is an indirect critique. Even someone that's being a big person, or the person who's let's say not normal for their weight range themselves, it's an indirect critique of high school culture, but most importantly social media culture too. It's an indirect critique because it shows how many people really don't care when you look like this person or look like that person. There's so much superficiality today that we forget to realize that people are human too. We are human. We have our own emotions. Even the big person up there, they have their own emotions. The thin person too, they have their own emotions. We placed so much value as a society into appearance that we fail to look at other factors. There's so many other factors that make a person other than them being thin or not. And that's the thing that I raise here. Obviously, I won't leave everyone out because I know that there are genuine people, once I do get thin, that will absolutely be questioning, how did I lose weight? How did you do it? There will be genuine people out there that want to be friends with me. Maybe because they haven't met me. Maybe because they want to. Maybe because I look a little bit different now. Maybe because I'm a YouTuber. All right, there are genuine people out there, and I'm willing to reciprocate those efforts back to them. All right, but still though, there are still ulterior motives within the crowd that come to people. Because in the case of me getting thin one day, yes, there will be people here based off of superficiality. There will be people here with the wrong types of motives, and that's the thing. Because being a fat or overweight person is an indirect filter, because it does filter out a lot of people who care about superficiality and people who care about popularity. And that's the thing right here that I've been getting as a person. And that's why when I eventually drop down a few pounds, eventually I start looking different, that type of confidence that comes into it indirectly fitting into a social mold, that will not last. Rather, the confidence that I need to form and cultivate within myself needs to still be here after I lose weight. The confidence in my own personal values, the confidence in myself, the confidence in my own beliefs. That's what needs to outlast anything else that's superficial for that matter. Alright? There are two different types of confidence when it comes to losing weight, of course. There's one because you have a significantly reduced risk of these diseases, and there's another confidence that you now fit into this social mode or that social mode. So that's why when it comes to speaking to people, if someone starts speaking to me a little bit more often, especially in a high school dynamic, especially if I've already lost weight and they've spoken to me before, but to a lesser extent, if they start speaking to me more, then I'll start questioning their motives indirectly. Alright, it's kind of like a critique. But then again, I do need to be mindful because I do have empathy myself. There are people out there that do genuinely care for someone like me. I know that even though they probably don't know me right now, there are still people out there that do care. Alright, there's always people, always someone out there that cares. I want to make sure that I do not filter them out, instead accept them in. But that's the thing with weight loss, is that it's an indirect placebo effect. If we put out all of my viewpoints that I've said on my YouTube channel, if we throw that simply into if we throw that and just go into this one topic of weight loss here, that's the really interesting that dynamic that occurs. Because not just social media, but high school itself, there's a lot of superficiality and appearance, and that's a really big problem that I have with it. Any place, Christian high school, where that be, or public high school, there's definitely some sort of superficiality. There's some sort of hierarchy. There's some sort of popularity status, and that's the problem. Is that this popularity does not outlast graduation. All right. So popularity that comes from being genuine and authentic to yourself does outlast graduation. That's why when it comes to people, once I do get thin, once I still have that confidence that I've already had in myself for a long time, I'm still going to start questioning people. just a little bit more, but then again, just to also show that I also care too.